Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of my Detroit Tigers Out of the Park Baseball 21 series. Of course, Detroit Tigers turned Austin Prospects, and if you watched the last episode, you would know that we have made the playoffs. Now, if you haven't seen that last episode, I would definitely go back and check it out because we had a very dramatic race to the playoffs where we basically came from behind and played out through the whole month of September and then ended up securing a playoff spot on the last day of the season and ended up actually winning our division. And it was a very tight race. A million teams were involved. Definitely go check it out. Now, moving on to the actual playoffs, seeing here the playoff bracket for this year. The wildcard games already happened. Angels beat the Blue Jays and the Giants beat the Dodgers in what must have been a crazy National League wildcard game. Of course, both of those teams are pretty big rivals. And then some division series have already gotten underway. Both the National League series have gotten underway. Padres and Brewers already up a game. The Padres are defending champs, and the Braves have also won a few World Series, I think 2 at least, already in the save. But nevertheless, we're going to be getting on with our series against the Tampa Bay Rays, who were 96 and 66. Going to go ahead and take a look to preview their team this series. Take a quick look at their expected win-loss. Actually, no, that's our expected win-loss. Whoopsie. Yeah, and we actually were 2 games above our expected, which is kind of lucky. So they were actually -2. They're expected to be a 98 win team. Wow. So this team is a good team. Just looking at their team stats, they were up there and runs scored. So pretty decent offense. Very good on the bases. And then their pitching is dominant. First in FIP, second in pitching WAR. They have a lot of strikeouts. They also play great defense, which probably, makes their pitching even more better. And they definitely have some, good bats lineup. They have Miguel Sano, who's 32 years old this year, and really, his career hasn't been, it's been really weird. It's been kind of even more of like a worse Joey Gallo career. He just hits homer after homer after homer. This is second 50 homer season since we began the series. He hit 50 home runs in this year, and he's only worth about 1 win. He struck out almost 300 times. Oh my gosh, he struck out. We have to go look at that K rate. Right? Oh, yeah, he's striking out like 40. Yeah, that season he struck out 44% of the time, basically. Wow, that's actually nuts. I can't believe it. Jeez. If only people in baseball today saw that number, they would cry. Alright, yeah, so they have Bruin here, who's a pretty good leadoff hitter for them. Gets on base is a good clip. Adames, he has been pretty decent for them. Kind of up and down. This year's a full starter. I'm not really an on-base guy, but definitely wouldn't have him hit second, so hopefully that's something we can take advantage of. Wander Franco, their shortstop, he's just an absolute stud. Best player on their team for sure. Austin Meadows, great corner outfielder with a great bat, and we just basically won over Miguel Sano. Tristan Cassis, I definitely probably butchered that name, but I know in real life he's a Red Sox prospect. First and third guy, not a great season from him, but still definitely a bat that you have to consider in their lineup. Now, Wilson Contreras, previously looks like he's been a good bat in the major leagues. He's a, long-time Cub. Of course, in real life, he has a pretty good bat. But in this season particularly, not a good bat at all. So not really too worried about him. Josh Lowe in center, meh. Not really great in center, but okay kind of power bat low in the lineup there. And then Ender Inciarte, who's a great defensive fielder. Not so much in center anymore since he's old, but great defender in right field. And they have Tyler Glasnow, who's a great starter. Brendan McKay, Joe Ryan, and Brett Honeywell Jr. So not really highly rated starters necessarily, but with that defense, these guys are able to combine. Glasnow, of course, is a power pitcher, but then all these other guys, I was kind of expecting them. Yeah, Honeywell's a fly ball pitcher, and so is Ryan. Yes, those where that good defense kind of comes in. And then their bullpen, not looking too special. Their middle relievers are not very good. The middle relief is not very good. They have pretty good back of the bullpen. Sam Tuivasa, he also is not good. But they basically have two arms. They have Zamudio or something like that. He had a great season for them this year. Looks like that FIP is probably a little higher, but still pretty solid reliever. It looks like he has an electric arm. And then DaCosta, he's their closer. Actually looks like he really is a starter, and he actually has started games for them. So this is probably, I'd be interested to see actually if he would end up starting a game. Actually, no, I was only wondering that because I thought the rotation said 3 men, but it actually is 4. But after all of that talk, I think it's definitely time to get into the game. As we previewed their team enough, I mean, main takeaway, of course, they're pitching, pretty good, best in the American League, and then, of course, they just really have a few big bats in the lineup to watch out for. Then our lineup here, Basabe is in, and Glasnow is a righty. Do we want to go with Adolfo or no? Because actually, I remember I previously said in the last episode that I was going to start him since he's been playing so well. I don't know if he has any. Okay, he is a little bit better than against lefties. So actually, I think what we'll do is, we actually have some good bench bats these days. So we have Corey Collins, CJ Abrams, and Adolfo, who I'd be all very comfortable pinch hitting for. I definitely would want to be aggressive pinch hitting for guys like Cameron and Perez at the bottom of the lineup. Maybe even Blaze Jordan. Siegler, I feel like it would depend. I mean, he was really good with the bat this year, and he's pretty, solid there. I'm sure him and Collins will kind of split a little time. And Mize, who's been very good, especially of recent, is going to be on the mound for us. So we're going to go ahead and get into the game. Okay, so going how we normally start these off, we're going to go by half inning for the first few innings. And it looks like both starters are doing pretty well so far. Scoreless through 4 and scoreless through 5. Wow. Looks like box score is what I want. Looks like Glasnow's out. Yeah, he got 4 strong. Yeah, he's hurt. So only 76 pitches for him tonight. Little back issue, so that might keep him out for the rest of the series. So if it gets to a point where his turn comes around the rotation again, and he definitely won't be able to come back on short rest. So if he comes back in the rotation again, they're going to have to fill that hole. And Mize, he's been good. He's at 64 for us so far. He's chugging along in this one. And we scratch across a run there in the top of the 6th. That was a solo homer from Paolini, so good on him. Moving ahead further, Mize, he's at 84 pitches. And he's about to face the bottom of the lineup. But I don't want him to get into the red. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to watch him. And then switch hitter Brujan. He's better against righties. Are you better against righties? Yeah, he's better against righties. And then Franco, he just hits everything. Slightly better against lefties, but it won't really matter. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to get one of our lefties up. And I think, we'll go ahead and use Dayton, right? Here, so we'll let Mize pitch to the first 2 batters, and then we'll kind of see what's going. Cassius, he hits one. Lazy fly ball to left, should be no problem there for Paolini. So he brings that one in, and now Willie the Beast, whoever that is. Oh, that's Wilson Contreras. So he gets out right there. So Mize, 2 outs there, and that's going to definitely be the end of his day. And we're going to bring in Dayton to finish the 7th. Dayton comes on 1-0 count to Lowe. Yeah, Lowe's the 8th batter for this team, and he hits one off to left. No problem again for Paolini. So that retires them, and we're going to move on to the bottom of the 7th. And we're definitely going to keep Dayton out there for the 8th. Nothing doing in that inning for us offensively. Inciarte leading off. Yeah, okay, so I think we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get up Montoya, and we're going to get up Klaus, get a lefty and righty up, and then we're gonna go batter by batter here. Definitely gonna try to do this more at the end of games because I definitely have like that last. If you watching the I'm not gonna spoil anything actually if you didn't watch the last episode, but there may or may not have been some mismanagement in a game that I played in the last episode, so definitely don't want more mismanagement on my part. In this game now, Dames, he hits one to third, looks back the runner, he's staying, and then throw over to first. Now Franco up. Meadows. Yeah, Meadows is definitely a guy who we want to bring a lefty in for. And same, actually not even same deal with Cassius. He is just not very good against either. But we're gonna go with we're gonna let Dayton pitch the Franco, and he's on a 1-2 count. Pops that one up, middle infield. Someone's got it. Yeah, so Perez retires it, and then so that's all for that. And then okay, I think here we do Klaus, and then we go Jimenez. Get both of them. We're gonna go Klaus first. To pitch to Meadows. Actually, I think I skipped over Sano and looking his ratings are. Of course, this is really to just get an idea of what these guys' tendencies are for the rest of the series. I won't be doing this in every game probably. Hopefully I remember. I mean, I am recording all these games back to back. He's a bit better against lefties, but I mean that's just his gap power. So what are we doing here? Oh yeah, this is our own at bats. Can we get any insurance runs here in the top of the line? So we're gonna go batter by batter. They're bringing in the lefty DaCosta, and Perez is up. I definitely should have pinch hit for him. It's my bad. So Perez is retired. Cameron, I would pinch hit for him here. Normally, I would probably pinch hit for him if we were behind, but I still want him. I definitely want his glove in center field because we really don't have any. Yeah, I mean that's really the only big hole in our roster right now, which isn't even a big hole. It's just that our bench outfielders, without like Parker Meadows being our bench. Well, no, Parker Meadows can't even play center field really. But yeah, basically we have no center field depth in our organization. So like if Cameron went down like he did last year, not for all I know, but Sabe would definitely be playing center field, and his rating is not good there. So Klaus is who we're going to go with to face Meadows here. And we're going to pitch to him. 2-1 count to Meadows. Klaus, of course, on the mound, which I mentioned. 2-1 count to Meadows. So hitters count right here. And he hits one hard to center field. Cameron racing back, but that's going to get to the wall. So they have a lead-off base runner here in the 9th. Not fantastic. So no. I think we have to go right after him and just hope that this is one of his strikeouts. And it's not. It's ball 4. Yikes, yikes, yikes. I definitely should check on the tendencies of these lefties. And yeah, I mean, these guys are not fantastic. Yeah, Meadows ready. And I forgot about the 3 batter minimum. Well, I think, yeah, we have to get a lefty out because, I mean, these guys can't hit lefties that well. Yeah, so Cassius, he's up. Klaus, and Klaus walks him. The bases are now loaded. We need to get him out of there immediately. And honestly, I say we go with Jimenez here to try to get us out of this jam. I mean, Flores, we could go with him, the lefty, but we really need to get an out right here. So 2-2 count on Contreras here. This is a big out. We need a strikeout right here, and we don't get it. They hit a single up the middle. Runner holds at third, so it's tie game now. But still, I mean, yikes. Josh Lowe, he's up, and he just gets blown by. So 0-2 count right there. We really need to keep this game tied. Really, really need to keep this game tied. Brujan up now. Not Brujan. Inciarte up now. He's at a 1-2 count, and he is struck out as well. He is just browsing like Lowe. Now Brujan is up, and of course, he's a great contact bat for them. Not so much power, but I mean, really, that's all they need right here. is, just the contact single. So I think, we have to go right at him. And an 0-2 count on Brujan here. Not in strikeout this time at OOTP. Pitcher throws on the first. Brujan is cut down, so they get a run back. They tie it up, and man, that was just tough. Jimenez, he's at 17 pitches, and he's normally I would probably try to send him out for, especially face Franco, but it really doesn't matter who we're throwing out there with him up, because he's so good against everyone. Freeman up now. I guess it's a fair ball because it's showing us this, and Freeman digging for 2, and he's in there. So Freeman, hard ground ball, and he gets in there. So leadoff double there by Freeman. Bell's up next, and he's striking out. Now Paulini is up. Lefty on lefty matchup here. He hits that one into the gap, and that one's going to get down all the way to the wall. Freeman is going to come around and score, so Paulini there getting on with a RBI double. So fantastic job right there by him to get on. Now Jordan Walker, he's up next, of course, franchise cornerstone. They're just going to walk him. They had first base open. And Basabe, he's going to come up. 1-2 count on him. Feeling a strikeout right here, and he is. He's just looking. Blaze Jordan up now. And probably should make sure Flores is ready for the next inning, and he is. So 2-2 count on Blaze Jordan. He hits that one high and deep center field. Should be very playable for low, though. And he is there, so he makes the catch. Now we, of course, heading in the 2-run lead. I forgot that. Well, Adames, he doesn't have a great tendency towards anyone. He is actually decently better against lefties. Crap. Okay, well, we're gonna let Jimenez pitch to him anyway, and I think that's what we're gonna do. 2-1 count. So definitely ball in play here, but nothing doing, so he pops out. So Jimenez do a great job, gets the righty out. And now we're going to send Flores in. Jimenez, we gassed him to the max, and probably should have pitched around Franco here. But hopefully we can get him out anyway. He hits one, grounds at the first. Jordan has no problem playing that one. Now Austin Meadows is up 2-0, and 1-0 count for him. Let's see if the lefty can do anything in this lefty-lefty matchup. He does not. He grounded to Walker, and that's going to be game 1. So we take a game 1 on the road in Tampa Bay. Very nice there. Of course, not really much doing for the offense. Paulini driving in both runs on a solo shot in the 6th, and then that run-scoring double that scored Freeman in the 10th. So fantastic, and that 9th inning was just tough. Klaus was not good for us at all. So now we're going to move on to game 2. Here's where they had that bases loaded situation, and really, Jimenez did a great job of coming in and stopping that, getting lefties at the bottom of the lineup who hit right-handed pitching pretty well, so he did a great job striking those guys out. Okay, now, so game 2, a lot of the same here. Cameron moves up a little bit against McKay, the lefty in the lineup. Blaze Jordan also hitting second against lefties, which I'm fine with all of that. No changes to their lineup. Their lineup is exactly the same, even though we're throwing our lefty Wentz. So now we're going to get into it. All right, simming by half inning now. They got a run there in the top of the second, it looks like. Franco drove in Brujan. That's how they got that run. No runs for us, but still no runs for them. We get a run in the top of the 3rd, and a Basabe solo homer. That's cool, but they going right back. Looks like Meadows got on with a walk, and then he scored on a Cassius single. Still no runs for us. They get 2 in the 4th here then. 2-run homer from Inciarte. Really surprising, kind of those lefties in the bottom of their lineup doing some damage against our lefty. The Wentz is at the 85 pitches already. I mean, he did give us 5, I guess, but I didn't realize he's so far at the end of his rope. Yeah, I guess we let him get this out right here, and then we go to Flores. Yeah, I say that's what we do. Then, yeah, get Flores in. After this, Sano hits one out there. It should be very playable for Cameron, though. And he does make the play, so he gets in center, and then we're going to bring on Flores here to get the bottom of this lineup out. Can we get through the rest of this inning with no runs? We can. And then do we send him out? Yeah, I think we give Flores another inning. At least a chance to start the next inning, I think. Or else we get a run. So cutting the deficit to 2 now. And Jordan scored on a Bell double after he singled to lead off the inning. Now Flores, gonna get one of our better guys up. Jimenez isn't gonna be available today, so I think we go with Miguel Diaz. Then we'll go runners in scoring position, but he gets through that inning. And then, see, the lineup's tough because it's so mixed well, righties and lefties. And we're pretty much, I mean, we do have some decent lefties in our bullpen, but we can't use them literally every single game. So I think we're just gonna have to go ahead and give actually, okay, I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna keep going with these lefties through the middle, and then once we get out of once we get into 8th, 9th, then we're just gonna go to our high levers righty guys. Dayton's killing us. Yeah, it doesn't help that we can't even really use these guys. I guess we just bring in Paulino, I guess, then. Yeah, Dayton has not been good for us at all. Actually, no, Klaus had the blow up last inning, if I remember. And Perez is down. So I guess we go with Abrams at short. Yeah, Bowser can't play short. I know Freeman can play a little short. Where's Freeman? Here he is. Freeman. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, we're gonna have to just go with Abrams there at short then. So we'll go with him. And Paulino, he's done. They're still up. Yeah, then 2-8. Then, I mean, we're not gonna need to fill the bottom of the 9th with a guy. Yeah, so a big win for them. Now heading into game 2. Looks like we were playing Abrams at short. Perez, his injury diagnosis is still pending, so waiting to hear on that. But yeah, Abrams is gonna be slotting in at short now. Of course, he is a good lefty bat, better bat than Perez is. But we are taking a little hit defensively because he definitely is a third baseman, but we just don't have a spot for him to play, since of course we have Walker over there at third. So Abrams is just going to have to pretend to be a shortstop for now. And they're throwing Joe Ryan, and we're throwing our own Joe Musgrove. So battle of the Joes right here. At least I think it's Joe Ryan. I actually have no idea. Getting into the game now. It is Joe Ryan. How about that? So no runs to the first inning. They tack on 1 the second. And, yeah, I mean, catches his solo. I mean, that win, that game 2 win for them as we get a run was huge because they really need the snag one at home before, so basically they really need the snag one at home before coming back to, I guess coming back to Austin. I was about to say Detroit, but we're not in Detroit anymore. Musgrove pitching well here. Oof, they score 2. 2-run home run from Contreras. That is tough. Musgrove still only had 54 pitches. So I guess we're just going to keep sending him out there. How about now? He's still only at 62. Ooh, and we get a run back. So, solo home run from Bell. Nice. Musgrove still only had 62 pitches. So we're going to give him this inning. And he gets his 7 strong for Musgrove today. And he's still only at 77 pitches. And we are going to get a lefty up. I guess it's going to be Klaus. Yeah, Musgrove doing well here is huge for us in this game. And we let him finish. He's at 91. Do we sit down Klaus? No. I mean, yeah, no, we'll sit down Klaus and we'll be really aggressive here with Adames. But he hits one slicing down the line. Can Basabe get there? And he did. So, okay, so we get out of that inning with a man on second base. And then Franco will start off the next inning. And Klaus will be the one doing the pitching there for us. And it's him. So, Abrams now, he's leading off of the inning for us here. And they walk the first guy on 4 straight pitches, which is interesting. I'm sure that wasn't intentional. But, yeah, we definitely want Siegler to hit here. Collins is a lefty bat. Ooh, yeah, and Siegler, he hits one through. And Abrams round second, very shallow. Then, no, we're not going to send him there. It'd be stupid to do that. Freeman up. He has been not good in postseason. He's going to continue to be not good. Oh! I thought that was actually going to get through for a hit, but it did not. No double play, though, which is good. Freeman's on first. He's fast. Abrams is on third, which is fantastic. Let's see if Bell can do something and put one in play here that can get Abrams home. Bell up. He dribbles one back to the mound. Please don't be 2. And, okay, good hard slide there by Freeman that prevents them turning 2. They're going to get Klaus up. Bell is on first base. Paolini. Oh, okay. Paolini's been clutch for us all series. Please come through again. Lefty-lefty matchup. He hits one. Not going to get through, though. And then they have no problem twisting it to Bell. To get Bell at second. And I'm sure pretty much everyone on the team would have been got at second there. Till runners in scoring position. And he gets through. So it's all up to us now to get out of this. And we're going to warn Montoya just in case. But bottom of the 9th, we're only down 1. And Jordan Walker's going to lead it off. And Walker strikes out looking. That's really tough. Basabe here. Hopefully Basabe and Jordan are good against lefties. Can they get anything? He can't get anything on an 0-2 count. Now Jordan on a 1-2 count. I don't feel fantastic about this at bat now after Basabe striking out. Oh, and they brought in a righty too. And Jordan chases, and now they win it by 1 run. So they lead. I'm going to this next game. And Perez is out for 2 weeks, which, we knew. Oh, Rocker, I forgot about that. Is he able to? Yeah, he's out for 6 days still. So he would theoretically be able to return if we advance. But don't know how that's going to go because we would have to get there, of course. Perez, he's done. Yeah, he would miss the following series anyway after 2 weeks. So now we need a bat. I think that has to be Ryan Ritter. He was good in AAA this year. We definitely don't want to go with Meadows or any guys like that. Definitely don't want to go with Almeas. Yeah. Or, we could go with Almeas because we don't. Ritter's not good with the bat, and we don't need him. He doesn't make any errors, but he's not very rangy. Just so that air doesn't really do anything for him. You know what? So I think we actually will call up Almeas. He's not on the 40-man, but we'll return him to the 40-man and put him on the playoff roster. Oh, he's not eligible. Well, no, he should be eligible because he's replacing an injured player. At least I think that's how that works. But apparently not, I'm wrong. So I guess we will go with Ritter. But I definitely... He's not eligible. I guess he's not eligible, so that means we can call up a pitcher though. Oh, we could put Morhone on the roster, can't we? We can, and we'll do that. That'll give us an extra lefty for today. So now looking at this lineup, let's go to setting our lineup. Freeman has not been good at the top of the lineup, but the thing is, really has no one else. Literally Paolini's only 2 hits of the series. were those two big hits that we got to win game 1. Yeah, so I just think, we're just going to go ahead and leave him there, I guess, then. Yeah, I forgot to mention this in the last screen, but Mize is also available for us, and he's going to go, I think he's going on short rest, isn't he? Yeah, he is. He's fragile, he's 68%, slightly tired. But, we need him right here, and totally forget what I was going to say. But, with Rocker out, we don't really have a choice, to be honest. And, extending our bullpen with Morhone, that's not our bullpen. This is our bullpen. So now we have an extra lefty to use, and we have Flores who's available. So we basically have 2 available lefties here, which is good. And see what Mize can give us today. Oh, an early 2 runs in the bottom of the second. Looks like a single by Inciarte. Oh, a triple by Meadows, and then a 2-run home by Cassius. That's how they did it. Oof, Mize is already done. Oh, we are 2-2 though. So here, actually, this is what we're going to do. We're going to go with Dayton in the 4th inning. Mize gives us 3 innings. Dayton gives up a run, but it's early. And then, yeah, this is what we're going to do. We're going to we used Mize kind of maybe as an opener. He gave us 3 innings. Oh, nice. We get an extra run there. Beautiful. 2-run homer for Bell. Fantastic. And Freeman had got on. So, look, 2 guys who are struggling doing things. Morhone gives us 1 inning, and we're going to need him to give us at least 1 more, and he does. Fantastic job by Morhone. And I think we're just going to keep him out there and roll with him for a little bit. Someone is injured, and it's Tyler Freeman. Yes, I think it is. Yeah, it is. Does he really have to come out of this game, though? It influences his throwing and his running, not his hitting. Bruised ankle 3 days. Do we really have to? I guess we really do have to bring him out for some reason. We have no choice but to bring in Bowser for him, I think. Yeah, because Collins can't play any infield. Yeah, so we're going to have to go with him. I really miss having the positional flexibility that we had with what's his name, with Paredes on the team. Oh, so we already got 1 this inning. Can Bell drive home? Now Bowser on 3rd, who is playing second base as well, of course. Subbing in for Freeman. Bell, he hits 1. Oh, that's going to bring in a run. So 6-3 now. Fantastic. We are still alive here as Josh Bell really doing stuff for us today. And then out of that inning, nope. And then again, Bowser, we need to sign him in. Ooh, not third base. Want him to play second. Got messed up because he was pinch running on third base earlier. Ooh, and Morhone can't go anymore. I hate that. The freaking thing lied to me about him. It said he'd still have like 2 bars left, but he can't. But he doesn't. We're gonna go with Zach Houston. He's been trusty pretty much his whole career with us, and not so trusty here. He's in trouble. Diaz will get him up, and he's gonna need to get some lefties out right here. Meadows, he hits that one. Is Cameron there? Cameron is there, and the runners don't advance. So now Sano, I'm very comfortable with Houston pitching to Sano. And he gets Sano. Beautiful. That's his 4th strikeout of the day already. So Sano really struggling. And now, okay, so we're bottom of the 7th, so we need to cover the 8th and 9th. And really for the first time, Montoya is going to get used this series. Nothing doing for us there. Houston is at the end of the rope. He has nothing left, and they get a run. Lead off homer against Montoya, but again, that's all they get. Now, can we do anything in the bottom of the 8th? No. And it's all going to be up to Jimenez to get us to the next game of the series right here. And so, yeah, we're going to go batter by batter here in the 9th and see what our future holds. And Okay, nothing for us here leading off the top of the ninth. He can't get anything done. And then Adames. Oh yeah, that's right. We're in the field, not batting. That's right. Basabe, he makes the play. So 2 outs now. Last batter in it's Franco. Who would they rather have up? But he flies out. Basabe should have no problem here. And he does not. So we survive another game. We take this one 6-4 at home. And now we're going to be moving on to the road at Tampa Bay. Well, I don't even know who's going to be on the mound for us, but we're definitely going to need the bullpen to come back out. Okay, now looking at Game 5, this is what we're going with. So they are going to go with the Glass now. He still has back spasms. Doesn't influence his throwing at all, which is interesting. It influences his running and hitting, which doesn't matter. But so they're going to throw him back out there, see if he can stick, and we're going to see if Freeman can stick too. We're going to throw him back out there at second base and leading off. And yeah, so let's get into it. Alright, so now Game 5, and we immediately score 2, which is beautiful. Freeman got on with a double, Walker singled, which brought Freeman home, and then Blaze Jordan doubled, and yeah, looks like Jordan Walker scored. So beautiful stuff there on top of the first, and we get another one in the second. So offense coming alive early here. Abrams got on, stole second, and scored on a Siegler double. So we already have 3 runs scoring in each of our at-bats, and then we break through again. 7 runs so far, 2 2-run homers, one by Walker, one by Basabe. Awesome, just awesome stuff. And then, I mean, Wentz is still just pitching a gem. He's going through. Wentz, 52 pitches for him so far, just pitching a clean game. He is at 73 pitches. Fantastic stuff by him. We're going to give him another inning. He does. He gets through 6, and we're not going to test him any more than we have to. And now we're going to go with... Ooh, who do we even want to go with here? We'll go with Robson. Why not? He hasn't got the pitch yet in this series. And I'm confident the offense will keep coming through, and they do. We get 2 more runs here. So... yeah, that's awesome. Cameron triple, that's good. 2 runners scored on that. Basabe doubled. Yeah, we only scored 2 runs there. So yeah, Robson, he's gonna come in. He's gonna give us an entire inning, and he gives us a scoreless entire inning. Now, yeah, I mean, just using guys who we don't really care about. Paulino, we're gonna go ahead and use him. Any insurance runs we do, we pick up an extra one that expands our lead to 10-zip. And yeah, solo homer by Bell, who's been good so far this series for us. Paulino, he's going to come in. He gives us some a scoreless inning right there. Then we're just going to go half inning again. No runs for us there. And Paulino is going to give us another inning. And he does so. An emphatic win. A very quick win at that for us. We jumped on the Rays very early. Glass now, I didn't even see how far into it he got. Yeah, he got 2 innings in. And I mean, he wasn't hurt. But I mean, he is hurt. So maybe that's why he he got hit hard pretty early. And then, yeah, the Campbell, the guy they brought in right after him, he did not pitch well. I mean, really, no one really pitched well. Williams, he shut down once he came in. But, I mean, Wentz, an absolute gem from him. 1 walk, 8 strikeouts, no hits allowed by him. Robson came on, allowed 2 hits. Paulino allowed 3. But, yeah, no hitter through 6 innings for Wentz. Absolute gem of a game. Jordan Walker, he really did great for us. And so the bottom of our lineup, Abrams and Cameron hit well. That was Cameron's first hit of the series, I believe. Now looking at the playoff tree, every other series has been settled. So let's actually go ahead and sim the day. Yeah, so we're going to be taking on Houston, who's a juggernaut. And the Padres and Brewers will both be in the National League. The Astros sweeping the Angels. But again, that is a video for another time. So thank you guys for watching. This was a great game, series. I mean, we had an emphatic series win there against the Rays with a big blowout Game 5 victory. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're liking this out of the park baseball content, any content on my channel. And I will see you guys next time in the ALCS.